What is up? It is Rocky Tiger here, coming at you with another episode from the BeyondVanilla server. And today we are starting off our episode on top of a massive 3x3 tower of nether quartz ore because I need it for a project that is currently sitting completely vacant just there on top of my head. We're going to be building a statue. I can't remember. I know I talked about it during one recording session, but I think it was one that all of my audio got messed up on. So as part of the plan for my base, I decided to cover the top of that kind of ruined, failed castle over my shoulder with just some stone bricks and turn it into a pedestal. I got the idea, obviously inspiration from the Statue of Liberty, because that's kind of what it reminded me of for some reason. And so we're going to be building a massive statue, but for that statue, a major part of that statue is going to be quartz, which of course I have next to none down there in my storage building. So I went on a mining session and came out with over 10 stacks of nether quartz ore. And as you can see, my inventory is mostly empty. And we're going to see how much nether quartz ore we get from this very large, imposing, just tower monstrosity, because I need to tear it down. It looks really bad. So let's just get into it. Go ahead, comment down below how much ore do you think, or how much nether quartz do you think that this massive tower of ore is gonna give me. I have a Fortune 3 Efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe here, so let the time lapse begin. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually going to do this whole thing as a time lapse. We're just going to do a jump cut to the end and see how much I actually get, because, yeah, really, who wants to see me just demolish a giant pillar of quartz? All right, when we started, this large chest here had about a stack and a half of nether quartz, and now we have almost a full single chest of the stuff. So I would say that is pretty successful. One thing I noticed while digging is that my base is very, very mobby. There are tons and tons of spiders and creepers that are just wandering all over the place. And it looks like we've got a pillager patrol that's trying to steal my horse. Skull Tiger, I think, is still over there. You know, we haven't checked on him in a while. We better make sure that he's still doing okay. I'd hate to have lost him. And we got some spiders and everything around here too. Let's just see real quick. Yep, he's doing just fine. So, yeah, at some point I need to start lighting this place up because it's getting a little perilous. Just a tad bit dangerous. We're not going to start working on the statue today because I need to do some more testing in creative mode in a creative world to kind of get exactly the feel that I'm going for with it. What we're going to be working on today is some of the areas over here on this section of Dockside. So this part of Dockside past the crane is not going to have a walkway, I guess that's what we'll call it. It's not going to have a two-layer path or two-level path. It's just going to be this kind of flat area, although we are definitely going to dress this up a little bit because it looks a little bad. Maybe we'll put a rail, or maybe we'll have another dock. Actually, what I think we could probably do, and I think what would look really cool eventually, is we'll put a barge right here. So some sort of ship that's coming in and bringing in goods, and then we can have some armor stands decorating with people kind of unloading the barge and bringing stuff down into these warehouses. That'll look really cool. But we're going to save that project for another day because first the warehouses actually need to get built. This one the other day was full of water. It is no longer full of water, so we can definitely start working on this. And as you can see right now, you can see clear to the sky. That is a problem. We're going to have to get some dirt in there to kind of patch everything up in that section. But what I really want to start with today, of all the different builds that I want to do, we're going to start with the Dockside Prison, because this is one that I am pretty excited about. This is just going to be a fun build, and I can't wait to get some of the armor stands in here. So let's go get some resources. And it is getting dark outside, but I think we've got the bare bones of the prison done. We've got well, they still need they still need some clothing. Right now he's looking a little naked, but we've got a guy right here who's kind of checking people in and out, making sure no one's coming in the prison who's not supposed to be. We've got all of our different prison cells with quick access buttons to shove those criminals in there. I think that each one of these cells is going to get a bed, and I'm going to do a little bit of decorating as well. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe I'll put a guy who's like in shackles up against the wall. Haven't quite gotten that far yet. It won't take too much effort. And then we've got this one going on right in here, which, oh, what do you know? This guy's trying to tunnel his way out of the prison, but he's been caught by a guard. I think all of the prisoners are going to be wearing yellow, and all the guards are probably just going to be wearing some sort of gray or maybe blue. I'm not entirely certain yet, but we've got the makings of a prison, and let's shove some stone up there. We got some decorating to do, yeah, but the bare bones are there, but it is getting pretty late in real life as well, so I am going to call it for the night and pick up again tomorrow morning. And good morning. I feel very nice and refreshed. Lovely night's sleep and ready to start building some more amazing stuff here at the dockside as soon as it loads in of my base. Yesterday we finished up, I'm trying to get my bearings here. Yesterday we finished up some of the basics for the dockside prison. Got my little prison break plan going on there, and I really just need to kind of finish this area up. But I don't feel like doing that quite at this moment. I think what I really want to do right here and now is see, I've got stuff in my inventory, not a ton. Yeah, we've got the supplies I think that we'll need to work on the dockside warehouses here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of figure out how we want this to look. I'm kind of hesitant right here to dig out some of these stone because I don't want all the sand to fall in here. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to do it very similar to what the other warehouse had, and it's going to immediately drop down underground, and that's how we're going to do this warehouse. So we'll start off with just clearing this area out a little bit. I think I actually like this kind of alcove off here to the side, and we'll just get to some digging real quick. So I always kind of figured that warehouses don't really need to be that fancy, so we're just going to kind of keep a very similar theme as the last one. This chest is not going to stay here. Well, the chest might stay here, but the stuff's not going to stay in it. Just make some planks, some slabs. I think I had some slabs in here already, so we can make some barrels. I love the barrels. It's such a versatile block and just adds some great variation for storage. We've got some chest barrels, cool. So we're just going to toss up some scaffolding because I think it makes the perfect shelving. So let's just toss some scaffolding around. Want a couple of rows, so let's do a row here. We'll do another row here, and we'll do some rows that are going to head back this way as well. So we can do shelving that's going to be up and over until it falls there, and then all the way to the end. Boom. Toss in some more support down at the bottom just because I think that looks better. And short row can go here. I want to make sure people can still get around, you know? So scaffolding, scaffolding, scaffolding. Everywhere scaffolding. Maybe we'll just put some chests on the ground over here. And some support. There we go. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Let's toss some barrels kind of stacked up. Get some not slabs, chests. Kind of just, I like making singular chests and facing different directions. I think that looks better. You don't necessarily have to do all of them that way. Double chests are fine, but adding some variation into it, you know, you got a chest here, chest there. We might put a large chest here and then a chest facing this direction. We'll put a single chest there and we'll make some more. Let's just do that. Chests. Barrels. Just do that. Make some more barrels. I think that should be enough storage for this area. So let's see, what do we want? We'll mix it up. We'll put a barrel here. And we also don't have to fill up every single spot too, because that's kind of, you know, we got empty spots in here. So we'll have like a double chest or just two chests. We'll do that, two chests. And then we'll leave these ones blank. We've got some barrels stacked up over here. Let's just put a double chest over that side. Put a chest in there. Do a couple of, you know, stacked up barrels. And then some more barrels over here in the corner. And maybe we'll have one kind of facing there. And that's interesting. It changed the... I didn't know it would do that. That's cool. That changes the way that the scaffolding looks. So let's stick another barrel up on the top here. So we've got some barrels. We've got some storage, obviously. We could light this up with lanterns, which I think would look better, but for right now, I think this is fine. Next up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our pillager heads, and I've already got my armor stand book in here. Let's see, what do we want this guy to be putting away? Maybe we have him put away a door, and put away, well, maybe we can give one of the guys a bucket. That would be cool. Or some coal ore, that would be interesting. So we'll have maybe 3 people in here, some 3 pillagers working. So I want one guy to be, oh, I want one guy here. So we'll put him on this block. We'll go ahead and give him a head. That way I can tell. The main reason I like to at least give him a head is so I can tell which direction they're actually facing. Otherwise it can be kind of difficult. So check our target. We know we're on the right one. We're going to have him facing away from us. So he's going to be looking at this particular barrel here. We don't want to show the base plate, so we'll hide that. Make sure we can show his arms. And we want him... I think we want his body as a minus position. No, that's not right. Oops. Body X position for the body plus. Now we'll do one more plus. See, I'm not really good at doing this. Let's see if we can do one where he's running. How's that going to make him look? So that just keeps the body at this sort of state here. Is there one where I can have him just... Death, no. Joyous, arabesque, winning, lunging? Kind of. Lunging works. I think lunging will work. We're going to mirror his left arm with his right arm, which we can do by... Right arm is greater than left. That means that he's got both of those there. We're going to give this guy... Let's give him a bucket to hold. Can we do that? There we go. He's got a bucket. He's trying to put this bucket away. Still need to obviously give him some clothing. Let's put another one over here. can't do it because of the torch, so let's put the torch there. Put this guy here, give him a head. This guy's over here in the corner for a reason. Check our target. And that reason is going to be because this guy, show his arms, this guy is going to be lazing. He's going to be lazy. He's going to be over here hiding, trying not to work. Next we want to apply gravity off so he doesn't fall into the blocks, and we're going to nudge him down. We're going to nudge him down another 3. Let's try nudging him down one more set of 3. Nice. Looks like he's maybe floating. I think nudging him down 8 would probably be perfect. So let's nudge him down. Yeah. So nudging down 8 would be perfect. This guy's hiding over here in the corner, trying not to do any work. And we'll get one more armor stand over here. We'll have this guy. Not sure what he's going to be doing yet. Maybe he's looking for the guy who's working, supervising. Let's go ahead and check our target. We've got the right guy. Turn off the base plate, turn on the arms. And let's see, is there the walking position? So this guy is... We ended up switching that guy. That's not who we wanted to do. See, that's one thing that is slightly annoying about this. Let's check our target again. We've got him. Pose presets, walking. Okay, now he's walking. Now let's see, adjust rotation. We don't want to adjust that rotation. We want to adjust his head rotation, which we did wrong. There, now he's looking over here. Let's fix this guy again. Check our target. Let's see, which position, pose preset. I think we had him lunging. And then we wanted to right arm over left arm, so he's putting that away. All right, there we go. Let's make sure our other guy stayed in place as well. Yep, he's still lazing around over here. So we're going to have this guy putting this thing away. We're actually, yeah, we're going to leave him like that. This guy's looking over here, and we've got a guy over in the corner being a lazy bum because that's what he does. And it's dark, so we need to sleep, and then we're going to get working on this other warehouse, which I think is going to be a small warehouse. It's not going to be a very large one. So this one still needs, obviously, a lot of TLC, so we're just going to rip out... Oh, there's... Yeah, I forgot about that. There's stuff down there. So we're definitely not going to dig this any deeper, because I just don't want to worry about all of that nonsense down there. We'll take care of all that, light it up later. We're just going to get rid of this sandstone and replace it with other stuff. You know what? We'll put... Let's go ahead and light it up a little bit. That's a little dangerous. I'm gonna run out of torches. I think that should work. That should basically stop mobs from spawning. Maybe we can add kind of a secret entrance down here. Maybe it's a smuggler's warehouse where we can have more stuff hidden down here. I think that actually sounds like a kind of neat idea. So let's get the basic part of this warehouse done first, and then we'll work on the smuggler's entrance, which I think we're going to want to put that right over here. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. It's going to be a really simple piston door, literally just a 1-block piston that's going to, or a sticky piston that's going to open up. We're going to have a chest here with a comparator running out the back. So let's open up this, and that should be all I need. Is just, so as soon as that chest gets enough of a signal, it'll open up a piston door here where we'll have a ladder going down into the Smuggler's Cove, Smuggler's Den, the Smuggler's Warehouse, which we can leave as a little bit more roughshod, not really completed. We'll just put chests and barrels and other stuff down here, maybe a couple of armor stands, so some pillagers or pirates. They're not really pillagers, they're pirates. And then that will be that. It's the Smuggler's Cove, Smuggler's Run, Smuggler's Warehouse, whatever we want to call it. Now, if I could just find my way back out, that would be lovely. I think, yep, here we go. So we'll just pillar ourselves up first. Okay, so this should be really, really simple. We literally should just need a chest or container of some sort, a sticky piston, a couple bits of redstone dust, and a comparator. And that should be just about the simplest hidden door that I think you can build in Minecraft. So let's knock that down. Actually put this piston one block too far, so we'll put it back here. And it'll have its bricks right there, so we'll dig that out. We don't actually need to clear all the blocks out from around this, it just makes it easier. It's going to be a super, super simple door. So we'll just plop our barrel down here, and we'll pop a comparator behind it. And now when we put the dirt in there, you can see that it's going to power it. I'm not actually sure how much it's going to need to make this work. See, right now that's only one redstone signal, so I think we're going to need a lot more, or I might be able to do it with a repeater, because I think a repeater would end up taking that signal and basically amplifying it up to a signal strength of 15. Okay, so let's take this repeater. Boom, there we go. So you could do this with just the comparator itself, but you'd need a lot more items in this barrel for that to work. However, with using a repeater, it amplifies the signal from a signal strength of 1 up to a signal strength of 15, which means that it can come all the way around and it can trigger this sticky piston to fire. So as soon as we actually take this out, it opens up the door. So let's not have that on reverse mode. So basically all anyone would need to do is take the items out of the barrel and the door will open. So that's it. You could change it pretty easily to have it be so that you would need to have items in instead of items out. In this case, as soon as you take them out, that's what opens the door because it stops this piston from firing. All you would need to do is do a simple circuit with some redstone torches to reverse the signal, but we're going to keep it like this. Let's see. Yeah, even just one item in the barrel and this door is going to be closed. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and pretty it up around there. Grab my blocks. And we're going to, we don't want to cover that one. We're just going to hide everything just like that. And then we're going to plop a stair here just to give kind of a clue that something fishy may be going on. Anyone can come and take the stuff out and say, hey, wait, there's a secret thing down here. So let's pop the dirt back in there for right now, and let's get the rest of this little warehouse looking pretty cool. Yeah, so there's not a whole heck of a lot that we're really going to do in terms of decorating this place up. It's just a little tiny warehouse. We might stick another armor stand in here. We'll just we'll have a guy in here. He's kind of actually going to be a lookout, but to anyone else, he'll just be some guy sitting in here. We're going to have him be lazy because that makes sense. He's not supposed to stick out. He's not supposed to stand out. What he actually is just a lookout. So we'll show his arms. Stop applying gravity. And we'll have him, we can either have him lazing, or I think there's another pose preset that we could do for him just sitting. I think lazing works better for what this guy is. So he's lazing. We're going to nudge his position down 8, so he's on the ground. Actually, it looks like he's hovering just a bit, so let's nudge his position another 1. There you go. Now he's just kind of lazing there on the ground. Once he gets clothes on, it'll look way better. And he's a lookout, so he's the one who's going to tell people who are hiding down below, hey, watch out, the guards are on to us. Let's make a ladder for us to be able to get down there. Should be plenty. And all anyone has to do to get in there is take this out. And then look, you've got your secret entrance down into this area. Alright, we've got all of our different pillagers and occupants of the Dockside completed. So we're starting right here in the prison. So we've got our prison guard here who is pointing out the fact that, oh my goodness, this guy is wearing some prison jumpsuit right there. He is trying to tunnel his way out and he's been caught. So we'll just lock them both in there to make sure no one gets away. We've got the actual warden up here at the front, looking very formal, standing here, waiting to receive people into the prison to lock them up for all of their misdeeds and transgressions. So let's go ahead and replace the sign here, and let's make sure this is the Dockside Prison. And go ahead and close the door, because that one is done and dusted. Next, we've got the warehouse, Dockside Warehouse number 2, I think. We'll actually call this one number 3, so that way it goes 1, and then 2, and then 3. So we'll put that sign up here, Dockside Warehouse 2. And we've got one pillager here trying to put something away, a little bucket that he's got in his hand. We've got this guy who looks kind of official, walking by, looking to see what this guy's doing. And then we've got this lazy bum over here, chilling in the corner, hiding so that he doesn't have to do any work. I know the feeling, but hopefully he'll get caught pretty quickly, and maybe he'll get shipped off to jail. Who knows, not working. Tisk tisk. And then we'll have Dockside Warehouse number 2 right here, which will have a door once I've finished putting it back. Stinking beacon decided to make me rip it down. Sometimes I just don't know my own strength. So this Dockside Warehouse number 2. This one is Dockside Warehouse number 3. There we go. Where's that door? Here we go. So Dockside Warehouse number 3, and we've got this guy here who is a lookout, just kind of lazing around, and it looks very inconspicuous until you take the items out of the barrel and drop down here into, what's this? Oh gosh, yeah, he's seen me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's spotted me. Oh well, I'm not gonna do anything because he's just an armor stand. But we've got some guys in here. We've got this guy who is actually defending, or blocking. If I actually gave him an item, what would that look like? So he's kind of defending this. We're obviously not gonna let him. We might give it back. I didn't want to give him my trident permanently. Hold on, how do I get this back? Come on. No, pants. Tunic. Can I just like give him my... Give me back my trident! Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's try again. We took his pants. We've pantsed him. Oh, there we go. Got my trident back. Don't want to lose the boot spork. If you don't get that reference, I'm not surprised. It's from an old video game, really old. It was a Doom. What would you call it? I wouldn't call it a ripoff. It was built on the Doom engine, like old Doom 95. It's called Chex Quest. Chex Quest was the first-person shooter game that I ever played in my entire life, and you literally play as a piece of Chex cereal that has been anthropomorphized, or whatever the term is. What is going on? I just want to sleep. You play as a piece of Chex cereal that has to rescue some scientists from the evil, vicious Flemoids. And yeah, it's as silly as it sounds. And if you haven't ever played it or haven't ever looked at it before, you should go check it out because it's really, really entertaining, really, really stupid. And it actually came inside a box of Chex cereal way back in the late 90s as a CD-ROM, I think actually. I think it was a CD-ROM. It may have been on a floppy disk. I'm not certain. But we've got more stuff done now today in Dockside, which is always exciting. I think it sounds like a zombie dying outside. But lots of progress today. The Dockside area is really starting to shape up, and I am really, really pleased with it. Can't really see it from over here. So we tore down the lighthouse the other day, and that's going to get rebuilt. We left the scaffolding there kind of as a memento. No, it's mainly just because I didn't bother tearing it down, and I wanted to kind of keep the proportions right, although I think the new lighthouse is going to be several blocks taller. We've done a ton of resource gathering to get started on our Colossus type of statue that's going to be going over here, the Protector of the North. And we've got the bamboo that we're just going to ignore because bamboo doesn't usually grow in the north, but I needed it for scaffolding for all the shelving in all the warehouses. After we finish these next couple of projects, once we get that lighthouse built, which will probably be in the next episode or so, and get the Defender of the North statue built, we'll move on to some of the other stuff. Maybe we'll start on the Northgard Castle. I'm not entirely certain. That's the best part about Minecraft is nothing has to be certain. You don't have to do things in any particular order. But with all of that, if you like the video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. It would be really helpful. I'd like to get your guys' opinion on the episode. What would you like to see me focus on next after the Dockside area is finished? If you really like the video, go ahead and subscribe. I put out new videos on the BeyondVanilla server every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that guy has been standing over there for several real-life days now. But with all of that, that is all the time that I have for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.